tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it then.
Don't
pull it out.
I'm not pulling it out.
Don't pull it out.
I met Phil through mutual friends, and he was always quiet and he was always laid back. He was a very giving person. He was very loving. He would literally give the shirt off of his back. The last holiday we spent together was the 4th of July. He was killed on July 6th. My birthday was on July 14th, which is the day they had his funeral here in Minnesota. They had his funeral on my birthday, and then his birthday was July 16th, which was like days after. So that month alone was just a lot for me to deal with, just because we was always close. We always celebrated our birthdays together. We always been together as a family. Yeah, that day, it was just like any normal day. It was a hot summer day. So I go to my house where we lived together. My sister was with me. Me and Phil was at the time wasn't getting like food support and stuff like that. So my sister at the time was receiving some, and she was like, I could help you guys out. I know y'all both work hard, y'all want to eat and stuff, so I'll take y'all to the grocery store. Phil eventually picks me and my sister up. He would go around the city showing me all the scenic routes. So this day we leave from off the east side, which was on Arcade, which is a main street. So I used to always tell Phil, like, I don't like driving on this street. This street is too dark. It creeps me out, all the time. But he was like, this is probably the safest route I ever take you on. And I was like, okay, whatever. And as we're proceeding, going back towards the Larpenteur Way, we get pulled over. And at first we didn't stop right away because we had no reason to think that we were being pulled over, like we weren't doing anything illegal. The police pulls us over. What he says to be, do you know why you're being pulled over? Well, we don't know why we're being pulled over. So we're like, no, we don't know why we're being pulled over. Well, you have what he says, a broken brake light or tail light. Well, we don't recollect ever having nothing not working or functionable in this life. So did you know that? No, we did not know that, officer. Okay, well, can I get your license, registration, whatever? Phil proceeded, yes, officer, as he goes in the glove box. That's the first place, because normally anyone would put their paperwork for their car in their glove box. But it wasn't in there, unfortunately. Normally when you're under arrest or something, it's like, you have the right to remain silent, keep your hands where I could see him. But we didn't have any reason to keep our hands where he could see him because we wasn't under arrest. So at the time of Phil telling the officer, officer, I'm concealed, he was only telling him because it was in an uncomfortable seating from the armrest and where he was sitting that he couldn't comfortably reach for his identification without the firearm being present. However, the officer didn't give Phil the opportunity to even make a sudden move, and he started to shoot. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back, and the police he's covered. There were at least 10 to 12 bullets that he shot in the car. I didn't realize how close it was until we went to trial, and they said they found shell cases in my seat and in my daughter's seat. My daughter was obviously crying. I was obviously hysteric because I'm confused. Why did you just shoot him? Like, I didn't think he was gone because I'm thinking, like, this ain't real. Like, he didn't just do this. Like, I'm in total shock at this point. We live in a high crime neighborhood where black men are being robbed at the gas stations, where their chains are being snatched. He was licensed to carry. He had all of his paperwork, but the officer threatened Fear for black men, fear for his life, which he shouldn't be in the field if he's scared of black men. He pulled the trigger without giving Phil an opportunity and a chance.
Turbo! I 21, give up, back here, call 3. Shots fired!
Phil didn't put my daughter in danger. The officer put my daughter in danger. So I was in fear for my daughter's safety because she was so little. I didn't know if she was gonna make it or if I was gonna make it. But I just knew that if either one of us was to die in that car, someone would have known what happened, and that's why I went live. When people don't have facts, they try to make them up. And I tried to capture where they had the guns on me. They had like guns on me telling me to like don't move and stuff. They kicked my phone. I tried to grab my phone, but then when they put me in handcuffs, they took my phone out my hand and threw it because I was not letting that phone go no matter what. I wanted to make sure that no matter what, there would be recollection of anything that had went down, because people change stories, people delete stuff. Once you hit that live button, it's already in the world. That didn't bring me any comfort. That brought me a lot of more sadness and grief, because it's like all of these people know me for something that I don't want to be known for. All these people are acknowledging me for things that I shouldn't be acknowledged for. Like when people say you're a shero. I don't see myself as a shero. I see myself as a single mother who was loved by a man and wanted to protect him the same way that he wanted to protect us. Justice for Phil would look like the police officer would be locked up for a very long time. He wouldn't have got any of his union money. He would have to been away from his family. He wouldn't have be able to be on the police league anymore. He would lose all of his police stripe. Like if you have an opportunity to use if you feel like you're being treated unfairly, if you feel like you've been discriminated against, whatever you feel in your heart, fight for that. It all came to an end very soon.
What would your life be like now if you were still alive?
I probably would have had a baby by now. Like, who's to say? We'd probably be married. Right now, I'm struggling. It's hard for me to find a job. No one wants to hire me. People are judging me based off my background, stating that I'm in the media too much, that they don't want that type of attention. I would say, Phil, if I could say anything to Phil, I would say I love you, Phil. I would say I'm sorry that this happened to you. I would say Diana misses you so much, and can you just come back to me in my sleep, in my dreams? Can you just reassure me one last time that everything's gonna be okay? And I would say thank you. Most importantly, thank you. I would say thank you, thank you, thank you.